I am going to say something about Delhi Sultanate. During the late 12th century, 1273 to 1290, India was divided into many small and large states. There was a lack of unity among different rulers. Under these circumstances, the rulers of a small state of Ghor, Ghiyasuddin Muhammad, popularly known as Muhammad Ghori, invaded India and conquered Punjab, Sindh and three other states. In 1191 CE, he was challenged by Prithviraj Chauhan, the ruler of Delhi and Ajmer. He helped by many Rajput rulers. He defeated Muhammad Ghori, who somehow managed to escape. But with great preparation and the help of Jaichand, a rival of Prithviraj Chauhan, Ghori defeated Prithviraj in 1192 CE. Through there were many rulers with Prithviraj. He was defeated and killed. The Turks captured Ajmer and Delhi. Later, Jaichand was also killed in the battle in 1114 CE. Muhammad Ghori returned to Ghor with a large booty. He appointed Qutbuddin Aibak as his deputy in India. On 15th March 1206, Muhammad Ghori was killed by a Khokhar soldier. The command of Indian territory came under Qutbuddin Aibak, who was Ghori's slave. Aibak established the slave dynasty in India. Now the slave of Mamluk dynasty 1206 to 90 CE, Qutbuddin Aibak 1206 to 10 CE. He founded the slave dynasties. Most of the rulers of dynasty were slaves or children of slaves. Aibak established a strong kingdom based on the military power. He defeated Yaldoz, the ruler of Ghazni, and freed Punjab from him. Aibak was a great patron of literature, art and architecture. He built Qutub Minar and Quwwat-ul-Islam mosque in Delhi. He also built a mosque known as Dhai Din Ka Jhopra in Ajmer. He had literary gems like Hasan Nizami and Mubarak Shah and his court. He died in 1210 CE. Qutbuddin Aibak was succeeded by his son Arm Shah, but he was not accepted by the nobles.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, Iltutmish, the son-in-law of Aibak and the Subedar of Badon, was invited to rule. He defeated Armas Shah and became the Sultan. Iltutmish 1206 to 36 CE. He made Delhi his capital. At the time of becoming Sultan, he was confronted with many problems, but he faced them bravely. He defeated his main rivals, Yaldoz of Ghazni and Kubecha of Sindh and Multan. Iltutmish was an able and shrewd military administrator. He liberated the Turkish Empire from Ghazni and other foreign powers and consolidated it effectively. He diplomatically saved himself and Delhi from the wrath of the Mongol conqueror. Chengiz Khan, by not giving shelter to Shah of Khwarizm, who was being chased by Chengiz Khan on the pretext that Delhi climate would not suit him. Iltutmish made many administrative reforms to strengthen his hold in Delhi Sultanate. He organized a group of 40 Turkish nobles known as Chaliha. He divided his empire into many iktas for administrative efficiency. He introduced silver coins, taka and copper coins, jittal. Iltutmish was a patron of art and literature. Minhaj-ul-Siraj was the famous writer of his court Darbar. He wrote the accounts of Iltutmish's regime. Literary person like Ruhani and Usami also graced his court. Iltutmish was a staunch Sunni Muslim. He treated Shias and the Hindu Valley badly. Due to the presence of any... बंद कर दे क्या? काटना होगा थोड़ा सा और है. In inheritance there was often a situation of trouble after the death of a ruler. Iltutmish had no faith in the capital of his sons to rule. So he nominated his daughter Razia as his successor. Successor कहते हैं आने वाले पीढ़ी को. She was an able and strong administrator. Razia was able and सक्षम और good administrator थी. Razia Sultan 1236 to 40 CE. After the death of Iltutmish, nobles declared his elder son Ruknuddin Feroz the Sultan, but he was murdered only 7 months later, and Razia became the Sultan. Razia crushed her opponents. She gave her position to the North Turkish nobles. She was an able military general and was considered an exceptionally capable ruler. She used to dress up like a man while going on a military expeditions. Razia could rule for a short period of 3.5 years only. She was killed in a battle 1240 CE. After Razia, Bahram Shah 1240 to 42 CE was made Sultan by the nobles. He was killed in 1242 CE. After that, Alauddin Musaad Shah ruler from 1242 CE to 1246 CE. Nasruddin Mahmud 1246 to 66 CE. In the year 1246, the youngest son of Iltutmish, Nasruddin Muhammad, became the Sultan and ruled for 20 years. Ghasaduddin Balban was his prime minister. Ghasaduddin Balban was his prime minister as well as actual ruler. After the death of the Nasiruddin Muhammad in 1266 CE, Balban became the Sultan as Nasruddin Muhammad did not have any son. उसको कोई बेटा नहीं था. Ghasaduddin Balban 1266 to 87 CE. Balban was a strong, capable ruler. He suppressed all opposition and created an atmosphere of obedience and patriotism towards the Sultanate. Balban ended the power of a group of 40 Turkish nobles to consolidate his position. He was a sultan. He believed in complete justice. He did not spare any wrongdoers, where a common man or a noble. His darbar was a very disciplined. Discipline makes a man perfect. Nobody could talk or laugh without his permission, or else face punishment. He enhanced the prestige and power of the Sultan. He safeguarded his frontiers by constructing many forts and posting his best guards there. Balban died in 1286. After his death, a sultan of confusion prevailed for some time. In 1290 CE, Jalaluddin overthrew the big and incapable Aksham Balban and captured the